we have a section here called Hot Takes, and I want you to drop your hot take on the child. And for our listeners, for our viewers, please, viewer discretion is advised.
Okay. Well, I think he's just this garbage can that just sucks down and is like a leech eating everything in sight. And it's like, dude, come on. We have things to do. Are you kidding me? Like, even a small child would recognize, hey, now's not the time to be asking for graham crackers. Things are going on. That was the first issue I had. The issue for me with this specific season has been sort of, there have been episodes that have felt very cheap to me, not like from a story and plot, from literally like the sets and physical looks of some of the episodes. They've just looked cheaper than the first season. Specifically the one where they're like running up the hill trying to save Grogu. Like it just, the whole of that episode looked cheap. This episode, that was not at all the issue. I thought this episode was beautiful and they did a nice job with it. The biggest issue I had with this season, though, has been that every episode has felt like they have the overarching goal, and it's been so predictable in that they have these bullshit, weird side missions. It's just like the things you have to do in Grand Theft Auto, where it's like, all right, now I'm going to fight the boss. And then it's like, oh no, sorry, cousin, I need you to deliver my mail. And it's like, no, he's like right there. I'll just go kick his ass. I was like, no, cuz, you got to deliver the mail. And it's like, all right, we'll go deliver the mail. And that's where it's frustrated me. And the last thing, and I do want to say, I do like the show. And I think the issue for me is that, like, I had in my mind, it was like, it is such like it could be such a Game of Thrones as far as like how well it could be done, is that there is, and now I do appreciate what you're saying with the gray zone, and I do enjoy that they're showing depth to the characters, and that it's not this like, I'm evil and I'm good. But I do need someone to be fucking evil, and there isn't that. Like, I get that Moff Gideon I'm saying that correct?
Yes.
Like, all right, dude, we brought in Space Gus Fring. I'm here for it. Make him do some fucking terrible stuff. Like, I need reminders. I need to see him, like, drop him on a planet and have him torch a hospital. I don't know, but like, give me the spice.
See the Joker?
Yes, I need things like that to be like the stakes. I need elevation of the stakes from at least a villain's perspective, because the series as a whole, or the whole of the IP, has always had these unbelievable villains, and I just think you're in a day and age where you could make it so great. So sorry that went on a bit of a rant, but
that was great. Zach, all I have to say is
yes!
I agree 100% with everything you just said. I'm sorry, you want them to have Gideon drop, what was it, an airplane on a hospital? No, not necessarily that, but I definitely agree with Zach with the stakes. That's why my bold prediction, which I was laughed out of the room for, was that he would kill Ahsoka, just to do something, just to literally show some fucking stakes. And even in this episode, I liked it, but again, no stakes. They shot a officer in the fucking base, and no one got even a blaster shot. Yeah. What the fuck? Hey, hold on. But Mando's like armor did break earlier. Oh, God. Oh, and his arm was hurt. Cool. He was like, "Oh, my arm." Like, kill somebody, Jesus! You, sir, are so violent.
This is a children's
show. Thank you. Okay, but Star Wars traditionally has never shied away from killing characters. From Obi-Wan in Episode 4, Han Solo in Episode 7. All the original characters in the sequel trilogy all die. Mace Windu, all these prequel characters, like, they don't shy away from killing people. It's just weird that the show, which claims it's Star Wars, isn't doing one of the most Star Wars things by actually having stakes and killing people.
And also characters losing hands.
Yeah,
I think in every series, characters lose hands.
Something like the biggest.
No one's lost a hand yet.
The biggest thing that's been lost, I guess you could say, is Grogu, but we all know they're going to get him back. Is the Razor Crest blowing up, and that's like, oh, cool, it's a ship that blew up. I was hurt by that. Like, how dare you? How dare you? Why do my feelings mean nothing? They mean nothing. Fuck you.
I will say this to Zach's point. We have seen so little of Star Wars Gus Fring.
It's true.
Moff Gideon. Like, I think he's had 3 scenes total, 4 scenes maybe, and every single time it's just been him looking at the Dark Troopers, maybe talking to an officer. He hasn't actually done.
I will say this.
Anything.
I will say this for Giancarlo.
That is true.
Good for you for making that paper doing. You deserve it,
dude.
But
like
also,
Steve Nash-esque.
oh really is. But also, he's capable of doing so much.
He's
more.
a fantastic actor.
Yeah. Oh my god.
He did more in his one episode and cameo in 7 last season than he's done all of this season. And he's been in many more episodes of this season.
Let me ask Zach this. Just it's not really a counter because I actually agree with most of what you said, at least to some level. Grogu. Most people they watch the show for Grogu, Baby Yoda, the child, whatever you want to call him,
The green thing.
the green thing. We did see last episode Moff Gideon kind of torturing the kid. Maybe not personally, but he
Mentally,
was
for sure.
He was allowing them to like torture him. So to a lot of people, that would be the same level as him blowing up a hospital. Your words, not mine. So is that what would you say? What would you say to those people? Is that enough? Or yeah.
First of all, I would like to say that I refer to the child as the space grouch, like Oscar the Grouch, just green thing. That's no. I'll be honest. I thought it was like it is such it's such an adorable character, and they've done such a wonderful job with it. I wish there was like I guess a little more delivery with him, and maybe I'm just being impatient. But like. Would I say, like, maybe if Moff Gideon maimed the child, I would be more like, oh my God, this guy's a real piece of shit. Yeah, I would probably say yes. I don't know, like, the way they've set it up, it's going to be like, oh, Moff Gideon isn't giving him the pimento and cheese, sandwich that he wants. Oh no, like
he's not giving him the frog.
But here's the thing though. It's like Star Wars is not Game of Thrones, right?
Sure.
Like Game of Thrones is, yes, you expect motherfuckers to be impaled, beheaded, tortured, everything under the sun that's god awful and terrible.
We have tortured
Star Wars though. Yes, we have killed characters off for sure
and tortured them.
What have we who have we tortured to a point where it's like
episode 4? Leia gets tortured by a torture droid,
right off screen.
Rey gets tortured by Kylo Ren. Luke gets tortured by the Emperor with Force lightning.
But then we saw
Leia got sex trafficked in one of the movies.
It's very true.
Hey, it was
That's a great point.
It was
a
different,
sold a lot of toys.
different time, different time.
A lot of toys, a lot of
But we've
posters.
seen like that's all like, physical abuse. We've seen the child be kicked by the scout troopers in episode in chapter 8. Yeah, but that's physical beating up the child and whatnot.
Yeah, but I just feel like with Moff Gideon, right?
lose a hand.
We're told constantly that he's a bad guy, but we just haven't seen him do the things. Darth Vader looks dark and menacing, but at least in that first movie, you see him kill the mentor of the main character, right? He kills Obi-Wan. That shows how
Technically,
menacing.
Obi-Wan went to the Force and became part of the Force, so he didn't actually die.
He struck him down.
Strikes him down, and that's a huge implication to Luke, right? This is his mentor. The guy's supposed to be training him. He just told him literally a day ago, but he's a fucking space wizard, and now he has no mentor, right? Like, that's huge. Like, those are huge implications. That shows how amazingly powerful of a character Darth Vader is.
Okay.
Right? You haven't had that with Moff Gideon. All you have is just a bunch of characters being like, "Oh yeah, that Moff Gideon, he's a bad man. He's a bad guy. He's real bad."
I just want to say,